You know, David, I'm looking forward to seeing how the English team are after that 15-minute mark.
Yes.
They would be excited and all the adrenaline would rush off. And then when the heat and the crowd starts playing into it, we'll see if they've really got the goods.
As Meninga, he was looking, he was showing, but no one was there to back him up. So they go on the fringes, and Olam, he offloads.
Still play on Junior Rao.
So Junior Rao, he's got his nose all bandaged up, so he must have had a knock during training. Nixon put almost to the 10 meters. Last tackle as Watson Bowers puts in a high kick. He's looking for Nene. Nene taps it back.
Nima.
Nima
Reaches out.
Just made amends of his first mistake. Brendan Nima on debut has scored his try. And as you can see the replay, Nene going up and a nice bat back for his winger. And here a good effort from Nima to go past the defense of Tom Lynham, and I think it was it was the fullback, Neil Evans.
Neil Evans. Watson Bowers now from the touchline. Let's see if he can add the extras. I really like the way him and Ipape have combined to control the team thus far.
Yes.
It looks good. Stay straight. But
And
didn't have the gas.
He just fell short.
So the score remains 4 points to 0. The PNG LNG Kumuls over the England Knights, courtesy of a try to debutant Brendan Nima. He reaches out and he scores. Look at him. He's pumped. Try on debut. This could really invite the Knights back into this contest.
As Brad Fash.
Oh, that looks dangerous, but the refs allowed it to play on.
As the English go on the
Elves
fringes through the likes of the fullback, Neil Evans, as they come in the middle of the park now.
Foul goes to Declan Payton. He puts in a grabber.
And
oh no!
Was that with
Nima's let the ball go. And he's let a try in.
So
Brendan Nima.
A mistake from Nima has cost into their own half.
Here's the Oxen Palm Barbecue replay. Lovely little grabber kick in there by Patton. And as you can see, he was begging for it to go out, but it's a lovely try there to Liam Sutcliffe.
So Nima overcalculated, assumed.
And that's a great reward for this English team. I mean, they've battled out this first 20 minutes. They've really given the best to the Kumuls, and they've received a lot of bashing from our Kumuls forwards as well, but stuck it out and got a try. And the conversion goes in.
So
Chris Aiken good enough to kick it from the sideline there. And they take the lead, David.
The momentum has suddenly changed with the Knights 2 points in front of the home team. The Kumuls have to consider or take note of and counter on. So a good run
good
there.
tackle. That's number 16, Dilbert Isaac. He's on debut and gets a big hit on his debut for the PNG LNG Kumuls.
Meninga now. Kumuls into opposition half as they work you back to the left. And Dilbert Isaac, fresh legs, making full use of the opportunity given as Ipapa takes on the line, gets an offload out to Meninga. Meninga going all the way.
Look at those long legs, stride, and he scores next to the post. Good reward for backing up on your 5'8" there, Edwin Ipape.
To go in all the way, almost under the uprights. And a good run, good try. Well done to the both 5'8" and the second row. And of course, a good backup from Meninga to read the play and follow his 5'8" through. As Watson, from almost right in front.
And the crowd's letting him know.
Yeah, the crowd letting him know he needs to fix his, either it's the boots.
Lovely flick pass.
Yeah.
As Meninga pumps those big legs and he gets over for a beautiful try. Strong run. Junior Rao's been really good.
And a pass from Butterfield could not find its mark. The pass looked awkward as well.
The English team go back on the attack now. He's Fash. Fash, he's picked up and put down. Butterfield down there.
So Powell
comes back. This is Dak. Aiken, Sutcliffe. They've worked it here. This looks like a try. It's a great try.
And it is. The ref points to the spot.
That's a well-worked try. I think they learned from the previous set of 6, and when they got their chance again, while they were down here, courtesy of a drop ball from Radley Brower, they've made the Kumuls pay, and good on them.
True. So Kumuls falling asleep in their own red zone and inviting the English Knights back into the game. In fact, taking the lead. And again from the replay, as you can see, the number 5, Tom Lineham, successfully going over.
Going through the motions. He strikes it. Unsuccessful.
So both tries in the corner. But the England again, it's been a tug of war, an arm wrestle so far. And again, as you can see, Nima not marking his man out wide. As Holmes plays the ball, and Cruz Leeming puts it on the boot. And we'll go out about 9 away from the Kumuls try line.
Yeah, that was inside the 40. I think they're going to get the ball back here, David. So 40-20. So it's a beautiful kick.
40, okay. So Kumuls caught napping.
Yeah, he picked his angle really well, looked one way, took a couple of steps out and pinned it into the corner.
And now Joe Philbin taking the first run from this set. The dummy half Leeming gets it out to his 5'8". And they've got an extra man out wide. And they capitalize on the opportunity to perfection.
Yeah, well-worked try. And that's a reward for the hard effort and just the smarts from the number 14 that's come on. Cruz Leeming. Leeming's done well. He's 40-20 has put him on the attack. And yeah, it looks like the wind's out of the sails for the Kumuls boys at the moment. And all the momentum's with the English boys. Evels does really well to get the pass off, and that's one of the easiest tries you could probably score. Evels, he could have scored the try himself, but he was good enough to get the ball over to his winger to finish it off. Davies.
Yeah, it's simple draw and pass football, so they're getting them outnumbered on the fringes just by attracting them into the middle of the ruck. So that's something the Kumuls need to work on, is their sliding defense and marking up one-on-one. So they've had a few breaks where they've caught, especially Nima, short. As you can see, the try oxen palm replay.
Together now!
He's been good so far.
Hold Jack!
Butterfield from dummy half. Watson gives it to Aser. Aser to Olam. Olam shows it, then takes on the line. Oh, he's still going. He gives it. Oh, he passes it out. Picked up by Ipape. The referee says, oh, good. And he throws to the spot, and Ipape scores on debut in front of his own home crowd. How good is that, Leon?
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant effort. You know, that's Justin Olam, power and strength. And he just uses that to his advantage. Bumps over a couple of would-be defenders, gets the ball free, and luckily it bounced in favor of the Kumuls boys, and Ipape was good enough to scoop it up and dive over to score a great try. I'm sure he'll remember this try. A try on debut for the Kumuls against the English Knights. Yeah, and that's exactly what they needed, the Kumuls coming back from that break. As you can see here, Olam strong enough, not held, gets up, keeps playing, gets the offload. Lucky, you know, the bounce of the ball can go anyway, but Ipape just bounces into his hand and Ipape scores.
So, as he's concentrating, it's almost right on the sideline. He'll have to bring it around. He's got the wind behind him. And waved away, so the Kumuls.
16 points to 12, and the crowd's letting him know that his kicking needs to improve.
Yeah. The crowd, the lay crowd will always be honest with you.
Here's the replay. Justin Olam on his old turf. Stands up, shrugs off. The ball's being bat back, and Ipape flies onto the ball, dives over, and he gets the Kumuls boys on the board.
And you've got one tackle, and you need to keep it alive for 90 minutes. So a bit of a Hail Mary for the Kumuls. They need to create one right now. As Mead to Nene to Nima. Nima gets away from the outside tackler as the siren goes off. And the England Knights are victorious at the Lay Rugby League Oval against the PNG LNG Kumuls. And what a game, down to the wire, anybody's match. But in the end, England were the better side.